با رأی بسیار بالای تصویب شد.
Clear your act or pack up and leave. That's the warning that the Iranian parliament gave to the British government after lawmakers voted by a large majority to downgrade diplomatic ties with the United Kingdom. The vote was approved by 87% of MPs, or 179 out of 206, based on which the British ambassador to Iran has 2 weeks to leave Tehran.
The UK government is on the forefront of anti-Iran measures by the West. They have kept Iran's ambassador Tajik under arrest on vague charges. They took the Mujahideen Khalq organization off their terror list. This while the group acknowledges it has killed more than 12,000 Iranians. Others include anti-Iran sanctions and resolutions at the UN and the IAEA, unilateral sanctions against the central bank, and meddling in Iran's internal affairs. I can go on forever to argue why it makes sense to cut ties.
The bill's author and the head of the Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee also told Press TV that the vote would lead to the expulsion of the British ambassador, while diplomatic relations would be reduced to a junior level.
The British government's policy is hostile. The least we could do is expel its ambassador. But this is just the beginning, as also warned by the Parliament Speaker. Should the British government continue its hostile policy, we will take our plan to the next level.
Before the vote, the British government had said, quote, it would be regrettable if Iran were to downgrade ties. But downgrade is what lawmakers now want in Tehran.
We approved the bill in the presence of the Guardian Council's representative and will wait for their decision. If the Council approves the bill, the government will have to downgrade ties and expel the British ambassador.
The bill also called for downgrading economic ties, but it didn't get support, especially from the Parliament's Economic Committee.
The government's representative urged us not to downgrade economic ties, because many British companies are doing business here. Despite sanctions against the central bank, they want to invest in Iran, and we don't want to hamper their business activities.
The Iranian MPs also raised the possibility of punishing other governments the same way, should they decide to behave in a manner similar to that of the British government. Despite the Parliament's ratification, the country's foreign ministry is still in charge of assessing the situation. If they see any kind of changes in the behavior of the British government, they will have the full authority to press the reset button and upgrade the bilateral ties. Aman Adili, Press TV, Tehran.